All right, we're live. Emily, we're here. I know it took me
We're
an extra.
live.
Oh gosh, it's Sunday. It's the last day of the readathon. Even though I've had requests from both you and Emily that this should have been a whole month, but
But
what can
what
I
can I
say?
say?
Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
hear me
Okay.
okay?
Nope,
Nope,
lost you.
lost you.
I hear
I hear
myself.
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Emily
Emily
said she
said she
hears my
hears my
echo
echo
too.
too.
Nope.
Really?
Oh, there you go. You're
Okay.
back. That
Okay.
was weird.
Very weird. My iPad is very confused.
Yeah, it was when I couldn't hear you anymore. I heard myself talking to myself.
Yeah, my iPad is very confused right now. Yeah, it's very confused. Go that way,
I
please.
don't.
Thank you.
I don't think we have ever had a Sunday session that hasn't gone crazy.
Every time we do a Sunday, I promise it's crazy.
But could you imagine trying to have filmed earlier and then done this?
I would be exhausted.
I wouldn't be here.
That
I wouldn't have made it.
do it would be wild. It
Yeah,
would have been wild. But we're making it. We are definitely making it.
we are.
Okay, and
And
now
I
you're in my
finished.
ear.
Okay.
So
Um,
crazy.
I finished two books today, so that's good. But I don't know if I'm going to make Daisy darker before the end of the night. I'm almost there.
How long is that one?
It was an 11-hour audio, and I think I have the equivalent of an hour and a half left.
Okay.
So like I can do it. Yeah, an hour and 40.
Okay.
I, I can do it, but that's if I stay good the whole time.
And
If I
see,
don't
I
drift.
have, it's so hard to do. I have, what do I have left? I think I have like 8 hours of God of the Woods. I'm clearly not going to finish it tonight, but I'm starting it.
Yeah. You'll get close. You'll be able to finish it tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. Yeah.
The readathon didn't go as I planned. Like I read a lot of books, but in terms of here's what I've learned. I
Hmm.
think I need to read my books quicker after buying them because so much time has passed on some of these books from when I bought them, and I'm not in the same space that I was before. Like I'm not the same reader. Um, I've experienced so many other books since then, and
Hmm.
a lot of these ended really low. Like Daisy Darker is not feeling like a 5 star, 4 star. It's
Really?
I'm just like not impressed. I'm like, I've seen it. I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. But
And see,
oh well.
they say it's pretty good.
I mean, I'm not I don't know. I guess the twists that I see coming from a really long way. It's definitely more of a familial drama than it is like obviously people are being murdered, but
Hmm.
it's not really it takes course of one night. It's a family, they're on this island where the high tide comes in, and when high tide comes in you can't leave, nobody can come in or out. um and then somebody ends up dead, and then some more people start dropping, and they're all pointing the fingers at who's it, and they're starting to give you little pieces of the backstory, but everything doesn't feel concrete. Like somebody seems really crappy now and seemed really
Hmm.
good then. So I'm like, what happened? What changed? But it's just not enough for me to be like, oh, it's interesting, but I'm not. It's a 3 star. Like I don't see
Hmm.
it being more than a 3 star
It could
unless
be.
the
You
twists are
never
just
know if it.
crazy.
You never know. It might be the twist at the end or something that makes it a five.
Yeah,
I
I don't
was
give
reading.
thrillers fives.
I wanted to read. I had Run on Red. I heard that was
Yeah.
supposed to be like really, really good, but I'm not gonna push another book. I'm just gonna stick with God of the Woods and say be happy with my total of four.
Did you finish All Systems Red?
Yes.
And I heard nothing about this. How did it go? Is that why I heard nothing about it?
Yeah.
I figured.
I gave it a three. It was
Okay.
decent. I mean, maybe I need to keep reading or keep listening, but I gave it a three. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of weird. I think that's why
Yeah.
I wasn't really like sitting with it. It was definitely a different read for
Sci-fi's
me.
not your major
I don't think I
genre.
like sci-fi. I don't think I like sci-fi. I'm
You
interested
struggled
to
with Death
read.
of the Author, and then this
Hmm.
one. So yeah.
But I did like, was it Parable of the Sower? Yeah, Parable of the Sower. That wasn't bad.
Well, I
Um,
think that had enough historical to keep you happy.
mhm,
So you need historical sci-fi,
probably
which
so.
I've never heard of, but um,
Maybe I need to write it.
right? My face looks weird. I feel like my lip
No,
is
it
swollen.
doesn't. No, my I'm sitting again. I keep changing scenery, but we'll see how long I sit here. But they're both at the desk tonight, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna find somewhere else to sit. And I didn't want to sit on the other side of the room because I'd be right in front, like the windows would be behind me. So now
Yeah.
I have the windows like directly here, and then when the sun sets, it just beams in the house.
I know I
So
had to close this because
yeah,
it was like, ugh.
yeah.
So I closed it, but I we have people in the backyard. There's a
Mhm.
farm behind us, and they're out shooting. So I had to close the window because they're shooting some big boy guns. They are loud. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, that's going to get picked up. It probably still will get picked up with the window closed, but hopefully not. What can you do? You know,
Right.
I live in good old country, so people are going to do what they're going to do.
Exactly. I'd rather be in the country than with all this action we get.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in the country. Hmm. I would love to be in the country.
Yeah, it has its pluses and its minuses.
Hmm.
It takes
That it
forever to
does.
get anything and we ain't got no food around us, so that sucks.
That's probably the worst part. But other than
Yeah,
that,
we got
like
to
I
drive
would
20
love
minutes to get
to.
like everything.
But see, it would be much more quiet though.
It is, except for when people decide to shoot in the backyard. But
They do that where I am all the time
yeah,
anyway.
right. They're shooting in your front yard, backyard, side yard,
Everywhere.
parking lot. Yeah, I know. I know.
Everywhere. My goodness, everywhere.
Well, you sent me
Madness.
your bingo board earlier, and
Hmm.
you did really well. I think you
Yeah.
got two bingos.
Hmm. I'm
I got a
proud of my
zero.
bingos.
I
I'm
got
proud of my
nothing.
bingos. I was very strategic in the books that I picked.
I was like, I wasn't watching it, and I only decided to do it yesterday or something like that. And that's when I was like, oh, if I read this book and this book, I can do it. And then I didn't
Hmm.
want to read those books, so or they were too
We'll,
long or
we'll
whatnot.
see
So
if I get rid of. So the weird thing is, if I count God of the Woods, then that would give me two of the bingo spots. If I don't count it because I'm not gonna finish it tonight, then
yeah.
it's not technically. I think I'd only have one bingo if I removed
Either way, you still got one, and it says read God of the Woods. Like I could check that off because I did read some of it. It didn't
Well,
say
there you
finish it.
go. So then you got a
I
spot.
still
Does
would.
that
I
give you a
still wouldn't have
bingo?
got being no too
You
far
didn't
away.
have a book with more than five colors on it?
No, my books are all the same. I have like first of all,
No, the
there's a difference
Jason
between
one. The one you
colors
hated. The one you
and
hated has
shade.
five colors.
We're not doing shades. I'm not doing shades.
But it's
Okay,
still colors.
blue, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. The,
Uh-huh.
there you go. I had gold, blue, and black. On another one, I had
Mm-hmm.
like white, red, and black. Like I get to three or four, but I never got to five. So Emily's mad at me because she's downstairs and I can hear her hollering. Um, the she was counting all the shades of
Hmm.
yellow. I'm like, y'all cheating.
No, but that still counts.
It doesn't say 5 shades. It says 5 colors.
Well, shades are colors because
Oh my gosh,
they're in the different spectrum of the thing. So if you have
y'all cheating.
orange and then the orange goes to a gradient, those are still different colors.
Still wouldn't get it even with that. So I didn't do last in first out.
You
Um,
did it?
no, none of the books that I had bought recently were like what I wanted. Like one of them
Hmm.
was, but it would have been a sequel, and I could have knocked 2 off, but I didn't get to it.
Hmm.
I just didn't prioritize it. I went for a lot of the short ones. Like, let me get these short ones out,
Yes,
and then they didn't go well.
sure.
So
He's on
I
my
don't know.
Chromebook right now.
Oh boy,
Yep.
good luck with that.
Yep.
Well, I am going to try and finish Daisy Darker tonight, and then I've got to write some reviews because I finished 3 books today. Well, 2.5, and then I got to start reading the Incandescent. Well, keep reading the Incandescent because I got something due on Tuesday. So I got today and tomorrow to really finish it, and then maybe part of the day on Tuesday. I'm sorry, today and tomorrow. Yeah, and then Tuesday finish it up if I
Okay.
can. But that's roughly 300 pages, so about 100 pages a night. So if I finish Daisy Darker and then go on to that, I'm not going to get 100 pages tonight. So
No.
the likelihood
Mm-mm.
that I get it tomorrow pretty low because tomorrow's soccer day. So 2 soccer practices, a tumbling. The next day we got a soccer practice and a soccer game. Like,
Oh my goodness. And see, ours will be baseball and it's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. That's his. I don't know when his practices are going to be, but Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
too much.
I do plan on starting my arc this week, Aftertaste. I'm going to start that one this week. I want to finish. I figured out what my problem is. So, a long time ago, I used to read a bunch of books at once.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. And I think that's why I'm not getting as many books. So it's like
Hmm.
I want to finish God of the Woods first, and then once I finish God of the Woods, then I'm going to pick up Aftertaste, and then after I finish that, I'm going to pick up something else, and then something
Yeah.
else, and something else, and something else. That's how I've been doing my books.
I think you're reading more that way, though, right?
I feel like I am.
I think you're
I do.
completing more.
I do because
Because,
before it was,
it's easy to get stuck in that. I started it and then
uh huh,
you end up having to restart it because it's been too long, or you put it down because something else grabs you. So I'm careful.
yeah.
Like, I try and have a couple like going on, but for the most part, I'm focusing on one.
And see, I feel like I need to just finish a little life within like the next week or two. Just finish it and get done with it because I haven't really picked it up too much. And it's like if I do, I'll read like maybe an hour of it and then I put it back down because like
Yeah.
I just need to finish it.
Yeah. You have the
Don't get
audio
me
for that,
started on
right?
Miss. Yeah, and don't get me started on Mistborn either.
Yeah. You guys are a disappointment.
Yeah, don't get me
Uh,
started on that one.
but
But I do
I'm
have it. I
honestly,
finally got it. I'm proud of. I finally got the
Emily
audio.
was reading Tress of the Emerald Sea, and she wasn't loving it.
Hmm.
So she says, I think it's the narrator. She's doing the audio. And I'm like,
Okay.
it is. For you guys, it's definitely hard. It's just not the right vibe for you guys. So
Hmm.
I told her she needs to just read it and see if it goes better. I don't know that it is. Emily, pipe up if it is, but I don't think it is. And I'm like, well, if you're struggling with that, you really ain't gonna like Mistborn. But I've kind of given up hope on me being able to recommend you books in terms of what I like. I think I can read books that we have a cross path, and like
Hmm.
I think tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow will probably be enjoyable for you, even though it's sci-fi. But it's like it's got more to it than that. There's a friendship story and there's some other stuff. So I think you're gonna like that one, but I don't
Hmm.
even know if I'm gonna like it. So I don't know.
We're gonna see. We're
And
gonna see.
then I've got to pick up um, the Viola Davis. So and I'm actually kind of craving that. So I'm probably going to do that soon. I'm looking for some nonfiction. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Be starting yours soon.
I know, but I got
How
a bunch of arcs to get to.
how long are we doing sprints for? Well, not how long, but like how long are sprints? I guess that makes more sense. Are we gonna do 40, 45,
I think I'm gonna do 45, because that
45?
would get us back right around 8.
Okay.
Talk for a few minutes, and then I assume you got to put him down somewhere in that
Mm-hmm.
next sprint time, and
Yeah, that
then
works.
come back after that. So yeah, we're gonna do 45 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
I have to get everything situated on the page. Turn off the dang sound. I don't need the rain popping up every time I press something. I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble on here. Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. Well, that's why.
You might need to log in. Okay, be careful. It's all right. I was just making sure you're all right.
And there we go. Now we're back.
All right.
All right, let me share the screen.
All
You know
right.
what
I'm gonna
vibes
go
we
ahead and
got.
go on mute and I'm ready.
All right, sounds good.
All right. See you in 45.
Woo woo. All right. You awake over there?
I am. The sun is going down.
It is. Yeah, I know. I was able to open mine up again.
No, mine's still closed. Did you read any?
I did. Yeah, I listened to my audiobook while I sorted laundry.
I didn't read.
Oh my gosh.
I did all of the things.
Were you productive? Did you do something?
I was productive and resting.
Oh, okay.
That worked. Productive and resting. No, he's finally decided to eat. So our weekend has just been so weird and spaced out. Like we'll have breakfast at normal time, but like lunch seems to be getting like later and later, which makes dinner get later and later. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
is this going into? I don't know.
Been there, done that.
Weird stuff. Completely weird stuff.
I have just over an hour left in the audiobook, so
Oh, good.
um
You're making
I'll get
progress.
through it. Yeah, I'll get through it pretty much.
No,
I'll get close to it in the next sprint,
no.
but we'll see. That's if I stay productive. I like doing something like that. Like I still have laundry to hang up, so
Hmm.
I will finish hanging up laundry in the next one while I'm listening, as long as somebody who just came upstairs doesn't bother me.
No, it is not.
So, yeah. Emily's
We're
reading God
getting
of the
that.
Woods.
We're getting that second wind of life going. I am on
I don't
section
think you
3.
got it. You don't have a
No, I
second wind.
don't. Mm-mm. No, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I have. I made it to section 3 of the book.
Section 3, Emily. What section are you in?
My audio is somewhere within When Lost, which is section 3.
Okay.
But it's like looking at my Everand, it's by like chapter 1, whatever, but it doesn't match the book. So I don't know exactly where I am, but I know I'm
Gotcha.
somewhere in 3.
Emily said she's in 3, but she's almost to 4. So,
Okay. And see, I feel like I might be in the middle somewhere of 3.
still a good time?
Hmm?
Is the book still a good time or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. Just trying to piece together different parts and what's going on because it was like, it felt like 2 was giving us like the history of Bear and like the people associated with him. And now we're getting into 3, which I'm more than likely going to start over because you know me, I tend to do too much at once.
Yeah.
But I think I need to go back and read the beginning of 3. I find I do better with reading this one instead of listening, especially when all of the things are going on at once.
Yeah.
Can you please stop?
I I'm pretty
Go,
sure
go.
that in the next sprint I'll probably write the reviews from the books that I finished today. I finished The Horseman, which was
Good.
like a Sleepy Hollow. I'm gonna say like retelling, but it was kind of like a sequel-ish kind of thing. It was weird. Wasn't great.
Okay.
And then I listened to all of Ring Shout because I'm chasing
Oh,
that knife from Sinners. So
you got to
um
read the Buffalo book you had too.
yeah, I do want
Hunter
to get that.
something.
I
They
have to
say
get
that
that.
one also is a good one for it.
That one's gonna be but I feel like I have to read that one. Like I got the audio, but I
Hmm.
need the book because I think it's just a little too hard to follow if I'm just listening.
Okay.
Um it and even the people who love his writing were like, this one was a lot harder to keep in, like keep in that
Okay.
mode. So I'm
Keep
like, I think
going.
I got to get the book again from the library before I try to do that. But Ring Shout was good, but it was suggested when Lovecraft Country came out,
Okay.
and
I
It is a
loved
great,
Lovecraft Country. I loved it.
very much like Lovecraft Country. The Ku Klux Klan are actual literal monsters, like demons from hell, and they hunt them.
Oh,
And
okay,
it was very, very, very similar to
okay.
Sinners in that way, where they kind of follow the same thing. Music is a big part of it, and shouting, of course, the different shouts and stuff.
Mhm,
A lot of that history, and then it talks a lot about just the fact that they gain power because we hate them.
mhm,
We spend so much of our energy hating them because they have hate, they infect us with their hate, and then we hold on to it, and it poisons us. So it's very much a story about like overcoming that, um,
mhm.
and getting a little bit of sweet revenge in the thing. But it was also very much a like cosmic horror, big, grand, unfathomable story. So it
Okay,
was it was good, but it was too short. I think I would love to have seen it go a little slower.
okay, and probably be a little bit longer too with more details.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
just
know if that'll be
goes too
one I
fast.
pick up.
You got to be in like a real specific space to like that. I don't think you'd like it.
I don't think I'm gonna pick that one up. The cover looked a little spooky for me.
It's I mean, it starts out with them hunting these clans, these kluxes is what they call them, and they're these
Mhm.
like demon dog things. They're gross, and
Yeah, see,
um
no, I don't think I would do that one. Mm-mm. That sounds like a Caleb book.
it was a Caleb book. I wish I had, maybe it was a little too close to Sinners because I was just like constantly comparing it to it, and I should have been comparing
Mhm.
it on its own. So like a solid
Okay.
3.5, but I think it could have been a 4.5 if I was at the right time, reading it at the right time.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I did actually start planning some of the books that I'm reading for May.
Okay.
So, like, mentally, just like placing what books I'm going to read. One for sure is going to be Wild Dark Shore. I'm going to read that one next month. I think we got that book together actually
We did. Yeah. Book of
for
the
Book
month.
of the Month.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to read that one next month. And I was just trying to place my two arcs for book trip. Um, I didn't do anything for the NetGalley stuff. I haven't
Yeah. I've
looked
got
at that one yet.
one due in June. I have nothing due in May for them, which is good. But I
Hmm.
have one in June, one in July. I got another one approved. And I think it comes out in October. So I think I have
Okay.
June, July, September, October, plus whatever I pick up from book trips. So
Okay. And see, I know since I finished Good Dirt, I can go back and do that one. That one was originally supposed to be like, I think February. So I'm a little bit late, but however, I read it and now I can review it.
yeah, this one I actually am excited about. When does it come out? That one's September. So that's the Erin E. Craig, the 13th child that we read.
Mm,
She has a new one out. It's like a fairy tale romantic fantasy set in beautiful, but where the hell's that word
you see my
at?
face?
The other books were much better,
I don't think that would be a book I pick up. I don't think she's going to be an auto buy author for me. I would
but
have
brutal
to really
Canadian
hear.
wilderness. Okay.
Okay. See, I would have to really hear a whole lot of hype on it in order for me to technically probably pick that one up. I think the 13th child may have spoiled that one for me.
I think Emily loves Small Favors,
Okay.
um, which is like a fairy tale, dark fairy tale. Is that what you describe it as? And then what was the other? Oh, and then there's Salts and Sorrow, House of Salt and Sorrows, and House of Root and Ruin. It's a duology. It's a YA
Hmm.
gothic. It's kind of like imagine Tananarive Reformatory, where there's like ghosts and different stuff like that, but
Hmm.
in a more gothic setting. She loved
I don't
both of
think I
those.
like too much YA.
Yeah, I'm struggling with it, but she really enjoyed that one where it didn't feel YA.
Okay. I'm steering a little bit further away from the YA stuff. I got
Yeah, I think
some
I'm gonna
stuff that
wait.
is, but I think I'm finding myself steering away from it.
Well, I have this book that I probably should have prioritized higher. It's a horror book, and it's technically YA. It's called She is a Haunting, and I wanted to read that for this
Mm-hmm.
readathon. I didn't get to it, but I wanted to read it because she has a book coming out really soon, and I'm like, I don't even know if I like this author because I haven't read their first one. But it is YA, and I got burned by too many YAs this readathon.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What I am gonna do is I know a lot of booktubers and stuff. They bought that Timu book cart, but it's just a little rolling book cart, and it's got like three levels,
Mm-hmm.
and you can put some different stuff in the top, and then you can put like books on the bottom too or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm thinking
That's just
about
like a
doing something
crafting
like
cart.
that. Yeah,
You
it's like
could
a
get one
crafting
of
cart.
those from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking about using that as like a. They'd use it as their tentative TBR, where you put in a bunch of books that you kind of want to prioritize, and
Mm-hmm.
then whenever you're feeling like I want to read something new, you just go there. You don't go to your bookshelves and feel overwhelmed.
Right.
So
See,
I
that's
think I
why I
might
have
do
this
that.
one. That's why I have this one over here. And after I read it, I just take the one off and I just like put it away. And then I might add something. Or right now, it's kind of looks a little bare in a way.
Yeah.
Uh, because I've been
Y-
actually like reading the books that are on there. I really want to read Priory. That has been
yeah.
on there for like 3 months now.
It's big, and
Hmm. I think
that's
it's gonna have to be a soon to be read book.
well, finish a couple of those you got on your list now, and then you can prioritize it.
Hmm. I think I might do like a July or August type of thing.
Okay.
It has got so dark in my house now.
It
So
did.
funny.
Like it looks like something just went off.
He turned the TV off because I told him
Okay.
8:15.
Um. Yeah.
We're using our
I.
listening ears.
Well, that's good. I would have had to tell him 100 times. So
Usually that's how it goes. So we'll see how this next sprint goes. I am going to read while he gets himself cleaned up. So
I
we
think
shall
I'm gonna
see.
write my 2 reviews that I need to write. So I don't know if I'm gonna sprint it all during the next one, but we'll see.
That's
We'll
still
see.
productivity. So you're still being
Yeah.
productive.
I got to finish these reviews because I've got 2 in my head, and if I don't get them down, I'm not going to be going
Hmm.
too detailed on them because I didn't love either of them. Well,
Hmm.
I didn't
But it's
love
still
either.
better than nothing. So
I
you
also am
will
not getting
find one
paid for
that you
these
love
reviews,
soon.
so I'll just put down whatever I feel like putting down.
But you will find something soon that will be your winners.
I got to
It's
get a
the
five
joy of
star
arts
soon.
because you've been reading all them Sanderson books. That's why.
Yeah, I'm going straight into those as soon as we're done with this readathon. Just so to
That's
be
why.
very clear, I already have them on Hoopla. They
Hmm.
are locked and loaded.
That's why, because you're chasing that high from Sanderson.
And now I want to chase the high from Sinners, but it just doesn't translate to books.
Nope. Mm-mm.
It really doesn't. Like I feel
You
like
could
if
read
I
the
had
Reformatory.
you know what, that might be a good idea.
I
It's
think
not
you should
quite the
think about
same, but
reading the Reformatory.
it's got that Jim Crow sharecroppers time.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Try it out.
I might.
You might even find it on Libby, being that it's
Yeah.
been
Well,
out for a while.
I had to go to Hoopla for Ring Shout because I knew what was going to happen. Everybody was going to be getting that on Libby, and it was a seven
Hmm.
month wait. I was like, okay, and I went over to Hoopla, and it wasn't a instant borrow. I did have to use one of my others, but
Hmm.
I was able to get it, and
But I
it was
still
like
like those.
5 hours long. So
Oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Okay.
so all right, let's go ahead and get into another one so I can start typing, and then we'll come back and maybe you'll do one more with us. Yeah, I don't know how much longer you'll be able to hang on.
I'm floating.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
floating.
we'll set
We'll
this
see.
up
We'll
for
plan
50.
for two more.
Okay.
So this one and the next one, and we'll see how it goes.
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to hit
Awesome
the start
sauce.
button. We'll see you in
Okay.
45.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, right.
That sound gets me every time.
Yeah, I can change the alarm sound, but it don't matter. It's not scared either way.
I promise it gets me every single time. And it's funny because I looked up and I saw that it was like 5 minutes left, and I was like, "Oh, good, 5 minutes." And then I'm like all deep, and I was like, "Wait, yeah." Every time, it never fails.
The was it with you guys? It was with somebody else. A lot of people use Pomodoro Kitty, and it meows when it goes off, and it scares me every single time.
I remember, didn't you use the kitty one time?
I think so.
I say, I think you used the kitty one time.
Yeah, I've been using this app to try and keep me on focus at work. Trying.
I don't think I could ever use something like this because mine is just so crazy. Like I don't have
Yeah,
like set projects. I'm just everywhere and anywhere at any given time.
I
So I
feel
don't
you.
think that would work for me. How'd you do with your reviews?
Both reviews are posted. Everything's good. So, and then I had to get Sophie in the shower. So, got that all done up and sat down with a couple minutes to spare. And here we are.
Good. See, that's nice and productive. He's in the
Yep.
bath.
Yeah. I looked up and I'm like, it's already 9 o'clock. Get these
Time is
kids in here.
flying. Time
Yeah.
is flying.
And it's
So I
just so
did actually
crazy.
read for like the last 10 or 15 minutes, I think I actually read.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't feel very want to read today. I don't know. Maybe it's because
It
I've
has been a
read
long
so
week.
many. It has
We've been
been.
doing a lot of reading and everything. So, that makes sense.
I feel like I might be maybe after the one sprint, maybe I'll watch something on TV. I did finally finish Landman. I was really upset because I thought there were more seasons to find out there was only one season. Ugh.
Is it canceled?
No, it's not canceled. I just finished the one season. I thought there was like three of them,
Oh, yeah.
but it's a really good show.
I don't get down with those shows.
No,
Those are not for me.
Landman, Landman was very, very good. I was surprised.
You can take your Landman and your Sylvester Stallone and your Yellowstone and your all that bullshit. That no, I don't want none of that.
I haven't
Not
watched
for me.
Yellowstone yet, but I heard that one was also very good.
Yeah, no. My
Landman, like I
parents
said,
love
it
it.
surprised me.
I think the one with Sylvester Stallone. I'm trying to think what it's called. Tulsa. My dad likes that one.
No, I haven't watched that one. I haven't even heard of that one.
It's on Paramount.
No, I haven't watched that one.
So, um, yeah, I'm gonna finish this book tonight though. So that's good.
Good.
So that'll be my final book checked off for the readathon. I've
I
got less
don't
than
know.
100 pages left.
I know I'm not gonna finish this one. I'm only 30% in. Like my Kindle actually says like 31% on the page that I did. So I know I'm not gonna finish it.
Emily just crossed over into book part 4.
Okay, and see, I went back to the beginning of part three. So we're like literally not very far. We're like maybe 100 pages apart.
Okay.
We're really close on this one. I probably would have been closer if I would have just kept listening on my Everram, but I don't even think I was paying attention. It was just background noise in my ear.
Yeah, that's how it was when I started listening to it. And I'm like, nope, it's not for me right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I decided to turn it off and do something else. And I can't say that the other ones I picked up were wins, but like they're done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to get out of this. It has been a restricting readathon, and
Because you
I'm
only
happy
want
to
you only want Sanderson.
that. And there's a lot of new books on at the library that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to get through these. I want to have like a target of a handful of books that I own every month.
Okay.
I think that was one of my goals at the beginning of the year anyway. But I'm gonna keep this stack, well, 2 stacks of books up here. Maybe take a couple out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna rehome some. I just don't feel like I'm gonna like. If I want them, I can get them from the library or an audiobook or Kindle Unlimited or whatever.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna keep these up here as like, hey, if you don't have library books going or you don't want those books, take a look at this list and prioritize these. And if I can get
Right.
a every month, I think I'll be all right.
I'm sure you would. We have to figure out our book for book club.
I
Are we
know.
gonna go with the theme or what?
Um, we did some slower reads the last couple months, so
Mhm.
I think we need to go with something a little higher octane. You know, like a little get your blood pumping a little bit more. I don't know if that's a thriller. I don't know if that's a. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody's got any ideas, share them. Um, but we'll come up with a couple. I'll send you some ideas, and then we'll narrow it down, and then we'll put the poll out. Poll will have to get posted like tomorrow. I'll think about that. I don't know. I got a couple on here I kind of want to do, but I don't
I don't
know.
know what book to pick.
What'd you say, Emily?
It's a challenge. I will think of something.
Oh, Emily's on it. She's giving me ideas.
Ooh, good. Yeah, no,
And
I don't
then
know. I don't know what to
What was
pick.
it like? Bright Haven. Blood
Hey,
over
that's the
Haven.
one with the rose on the cover. The words are like over it, kind of
can you
like
actually
a
hear her?
yeah. I can hear.
Oh, I didn't know you could pick her voice up. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a big book. Um,
That's
it's a
the
fantasy
one.
read.
I've seen that one and I've heard good things about it. I even thought about like I hear a lot about Red Rising.
I hear very mixed things, and that's YA technically.
Oh no, I don't want YA. Never mind.
No, but she made a good point just a second ago, but I don't know. That might be too slow. Our Infinite Fates.
I don't know what
Um,
that one is.
you have it. You own it. You got it in
I
Book of the
do.
Month 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, I do. I didn't get it in Book of the Month though. That's the gold one
Oh,
I
okay.
got from
The 19th.
Barnes.
That one's not out yet, Em.
I got that one with Barnes with that one and Oathbound
Oh,
and what?
yeah.
No, it wasn't Watermoon. I got some other book at the same time. I'm like
Yeah, you
actually
did
looking
buy
at my
3.
shelves now. I think I've just about read everything on my shelves.
It's time to stock your shelf again.
No, I don't have anywhere to put more books. I am
So you
completely out of room.
just
If I
done
have,
reading now?
if no, I'm definitely not done. They go on my Kindle now. If
Oh,
I
okay.
bring, if I bring any more books in my house, I might need a new home. I definitely don't have room for any more. I'm dropping all the books.
Oh gosh.
Um, Wayward, I have that one.
No, I read that already. It's okay. I think it's great for you. It just I don't feel like that's. I think that'll be
I
too
have a
slow
Taylor
for.
Jenkins, Forever Interrupted. I'm just looking at
No.
what's already on my shelves. Oh, I'm dropping another one. I guess Onyx wants to be read because Onyx Storms keeps falling off of my shelf. So we're gonna read Onyx Storm.
I will go ahead and leave the book club for the month. I am not
I
reading
have
that.
I have Mad Honey.
Uh, oh, I
That's the one
always
that
want to say that name. Abula. Is
no,
that their
Mad
last name?
Honey is
Oh, I'm thinking of Honey and
Jody
Spice.
Jody Picoult.
Yeah.
That's the one that mentions Oberlin in it. I was so excited. I was like, oh, there's Oberlin. I was like very first page that Oberlin College.
Um,
Um,
there's a book called Honey and Spice. It's like a contemporary romance. And it's by Bolu Babalola. And I always
yes,
want to
I
say
have
the
seen
name.
that one. I
Um,
have This Woven Kingdom. I haven't read yet.
which one was that?
This Woven Kingdom.
I don't know that one. This Woven Kingdom.
That's the one that wrote all the Shatter Me and all those.
Oh God,
I have that on my shelf. I haven't read
it's
yet.
a pretty cover.
book of the most precious substance.
Emily, if you don't have real suggestions,
These are good ones.
those are
I'm
not
just
good.
saying.
You put that book down and you just said these are good ones.
I have Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Emily already read that. She did not enjoy that. Once Upon a Broken Heart.
What?
Once Upon a Broken Heart. The
I
Garber.
liked it. It was just kind of like it was a solid 3-star. Like, no.
Solid 3.
Yeah.
I think I read everything here.
The Measure. What's that new?
Oh, Nikki Ehrlich, The Measure.
No, the new one that she just wrote.
I don't think it's out.
Oh, we can read The Measure. It's the coming summer Measure.
Emily keeps trying to pick books from the future.
You know, the funny thing is, I am actually really out of physicals up here in my room. I have read like all of my physicals.
The Poppy Fields is this new book by Nikki Ehrlich, but it doesn't come out until June 17th. So, but her first book, The Measure, is one of those books where I don't want to mess this
I read
premise
The
up,
Measure.
but
That's
oh,
the
did
one
you?
with the books, not the books, the boxes that randomly show
Yeah,
up everywhere. Yeah, I read that like 3 or 4 years ago.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, well,
It was
that's out,
interesting.
but I do want to read it.
It was very interesting because it's like one day, all of a sudden, these books appear. I mean, not books, these boxes appear, and they have to decide to whether open the boxes or not. And then it tells them like when they're going to die or how they're going to die or something
Yeah,
like that. But there's so many books that are currently out there. Like, I feel like that's a trope right now.
it is. I will say, she said it. We are already planning on reading it together, anyways. So I think we should put Skyful Elephants on the list and see
I
what
think
people
we
think.
should, because I think that would be good. And then we can throw our Infinite Fates on there because those are both really popular right now.
I'm going down my list.
I hope you're writing these down because I'm totally not writing these down.
Yeah, they're in there somewhere. I'll get to them. Let me see what else is on my.
5 Broken Blades was an absolute no.
Yeah, and did you hear the third book's coming out this summer?
Yes, in July. I think that is just madness.
3 books in 1 year.
That is madness. She had to have the books already written.
I don't care. They can't be good.
Yeah, they had to already been written, and maybe she like wrote them a long time ago and she was just trying to get people to do them.
Yeah, maybe. That's true. Maybe they were published under some other thing. That's happened a lot lately, where they get published under a new company and like re-released.
Yep, and then they do all the different covers and all that stuff with them. I don't have any physicals up here. The next ones I have left over that I need to read would be the 2 Priory books, so the prequel and the original. There's actually a third one coming out in November. I just found that out. I have a lot of nonfiction up here, but that's not for book club. Love Songs of W.B. Du Bois. That's not going to be a book club one. That's a really heavy one. That'll be an Ashley read by herself.
I mean,
unless Caleb's going to join them that one.
Which one is it?
Love Songs of W.B. Du Bois.
I think I own it. No, I don't own that one. I own a book by W.E.B. Du Bois.
I got that book for like $5 or $6 from BAM. It was in their, the back session or whatever, and hardcover and everything, like $5.
I forgot to tell you this today, so kick me later. But it was too late anyways. I did buy books. The library book sale in North Bridgeville was ending today, and I stumbled on there in the last hour. It was, of course, it's bag day, so you fill a book for $5. And I got a handful of books that some of them, I think 3 of them were ones I just wanted on my list that are on my shelves that I already read and I liked. Like I got Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, the book of poetry.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
I got a couple other ones like, oh, these are good to have. And then I got a couple books, like there's a Stephen King that I wanted to check out. So I got one of those. And then I think 2 others that were ones like, okay, for $1 or less a book, I'll go ahead and try it.
Oh,
So
that's good.
it was good. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great selection, but I wish I need to know when Avon's going to do theirs because Avon has such a good selection of books. That book
I
sale they
bet
had when
those
we
will
were
be
there,
good. And they're
so
gonna
good.
actually have Lorraine's here soon. I think not next week, week after next, I believe. I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah, you did. So I'm trying to think. I've got The Vanished Birds, but it's kind of sci-fi, kind of fantasy. It has like time travel and stuff. A mysterious child lands in the care of a solitary woman, changing both of their lives forever in this captivating debut of connection across space and time.
Mm,
I bought it the other
that
day
sounds
at one
interesting.
of those sales. So it was interesting.
Isola is the next one. Put that on the list.
What is it?
Isola. Isola.
Yes. Oh, well. Okay.
Put that on the list.
Who's it by?
It is by Allegra Goodman.
Oh, God. I'm sure I ruined that name, but that's all right. I'll be able to find it.
Allegra, Allegra.
I was close. I had an E. I had an E in there. And then we said Sky Full of Elephants.
I just looked at Sky
And
Full of Elephants. We said Our Infinite Fates.
one
Sure.
more and I feel good.
You can pick the next one because I did what, 2 or 3 of them?
I'm thinking
No, that one's too big.
let me see. Thinking about it. I'll come up
I
with
keep
one
getting
more.
called for The Covenant of Water, but that's going to be a book for me as well. That's a big one.
Jeez. Yeah, that's a big one.
hmm
All right, I'm going through all of these and nothing crazy on my list. Yeah, I'll find one more. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, you do the next one because I did a couple of them already.
And then I'll put the poll up before the end of the night.
Okay. It's funny because I'm looking at all the books on my Kindle like, ooh, that's on there, that's on
I
there.
didn't even think to look at some of the books I have on my Kindle.
I have so many.
No.
I will be reading that one next month.
There you go. You guys can read that together
16th,
because I don't want that.
May 16th, I think is when that one's going to be, somewhere on there. That one's on my list. I will be reading that one next month. Caleb's like, nope.
No, thank you. I've got like 5 books on here that I'm going to be reading, but I don't know that anybody wants to read a Dungeon Crawler Carl book, so
I'll pass.
I figured. Plus, I'm already on book 2, so I'm like, eh. Ooh, more from authors you know.
I have so many books on here that I haven't read. The Adventures, Amina Al-Sarafi.
Yeah, Emily likes that one.
I got that one. The
Well, she
Curious
didn't read it.
Secrets of
She owns it and she wants
Yesterday.
to read it.
Broken Bayou, Murder Your Employer. All the S.A. Cosby books.
Oh, that's a good one. Razor
all
Blade
the
Tears.
Yeah, I got all of those on there. 20 Years Later.
I think I'm going to put that one on there because I want to read it.
Oh, we know what you're voting for.
Yeah, of all of these on here, I mean, I'm already going to be reading Sky Full of Elephants, so if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to pick Razor Blade Tears.
Okay.
That one sounds just so good, and
I
it kind of
think I
fits
have
in
that
that
one on there.
that kind of feeling of like Sinners.
You are going to be all about those books.
I am. I can't tell you, like, Quan needs to go watch this movie because it is incredible.
He said he was gonna try and go, I think this week or something he was talking about going.
I went to the new theater in Great Northern. It
Oh, I love
is
that theater.
incredible.
That's
God, the
where we went.
sound.
That's where we went a couple weeks ago for Minecraft. That was really good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the sound is incredible.
And
And yeah.
of course, as soon as you walk in, there's that huge new plaything in there. And as soon as we walked in, Ham is, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. I was like, no, we're not doing this. Not today. We'll have to come back.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I had to give my daughter a hug tonight.
You're fine.
But yeah, that is definitely, and the matinee was only $8 on a Saturday at 4:30.
Their
It
prices
was,
are so, even their snacks and stuff are very
and
affordable.
I love that they give you like it's self-serve drinks and popcorn butter. Like
Mm-hmm.
once you get the cup and stuff, you just go fill it up. And I'm like, that's the way it should be. No more. If I'm gonna pay
Exactly.
$9 for a drink and a popcorn, let me refill that sucker and put as much butter as I want.
Mm-hmm. I really like them. I plan out that'll be my theater to keep going back to. All right. Well,
Yeah,
we have hit
I think I'm gonna get
9:26. Let's start our next sprint,
go get
and
us
I'm gonna
just
get
past
him
10.
all dried off and everything, and he should be asleep by the time we're done.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna throw that up there, hit the start, and we'll see you in 45 minutes.
Real quick, before you hit the start,
Yeah.
did you read the Poppy War?
No, RF Kwong.
Mm-hmm.
Emily, we have Babel. She wants to read the new Catabasis, and Poppy War has been on there. I think we have it on Kindle.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. See you soon.
Yep. The second
Oh,
louder than the first.
that one wasn't as scary.
I didn't read because I got a snack and then my mom called. So that was all that happened. Talked to mom
I'm
for
so,
40 minutes.
hey, I totally understand it.
Got to catch up.
Exactly. I didn't read.
That's all right.
I think I might be done with reading for tonight.
I feel you. I got a rough day tomorrow ahead of me, so
No, you
I'm
don't.
just gonna.
No, you don't. You have a good day tomorrow. You have a Monday. You
Yeah.
have to put it that way. Don't say it's going to be a rough day, because then you're going to have a rough day.
Well, I hope you're right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna be going to bed because I'm tired.
I am tired too. I think I might put on a show. I don't think my brain is ready to read more.
It's been a taxing week. Like I don't know. I feel like part of it was like you feel obligated to try and read because it's a readathon. It's an
Mm-hmm.
event, and that takes a little bit out of it. And by the end of the week, you're like, even though I would have been doing as much reading, maybe even more, if
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't the readathon, but I would be reading the things I wanted to read. Um,
Exactly. That's the tricky part, because you have all the different things to read, but then you're like, well, wait, no, I gotta read this book because it follows this
yeah,
thing, or I want to read this one. Totally there.
yeah. But tomorrow's a new day, and I will be counting Daisy Darker, even though I'm going to finish it tomorrow.
Okay.
But
I'm
um,
counting God of the Woods because I know I will be done with it tomorrow.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I didn't get a bingo, it was a fun time. I'm thinking about how to structure the next one in the fall because I like this off season, readathon kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, we'll see about the feedback from this one, and we'll see what we can come up with in the fall.
Sounds good. I enjoyed it. We made it a
We
whole
made it.
week.
This has been fun. We, as in you and I, need to text to figure out when we're gonna film. Um, and get the next podcast episode up. So I'll text you tomorrow and we'll figure it out.
Sounds like a plan. Get some rest.
Yes, you as well. So we'll see everybody next time.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy reading.
All right. Bye.